Hi everybody, it's Matthew from Disaster Area Designs. I'd like to present the new prototype Disaster Area SMARTLoop. This is part of our new Smart Pedal series. The production version is not going to be green. It will be black, and it will have all the jacks on the sides, but it'll be set up in the opposite orientation, so it'll be sort of narrower but deeper on your board. The I/O consists of 6 TRS phone jacks. We've got input and output and send and return. The original idea behind the SMARTLoop was a stereo expander for our DPC-5. The DPC-5 has got 5 mono effects loops, and that's great if you're just running mono pedals, but if you're running stereo pedals or you want to have some I/O that's not inside the 5-loop matrix here, there's not a lot of choice. There's a couple of options out there already, but we didn't feel like any of them were really worthy of what the kind of stuff we do. So we decided that we would design our own, and we came up with the SMARTLoop. So going from in to out, we've got a stereo TRS in, and then you've got send and return right and left, send and return right and left for the second loop, and a stereo output. The production version is going to have some dip switches inside that will let you internally set the entire device to mono, and what that does is that'll let you have the left channel loops as 1 and 2, and the right channel loops as 3 and 4. So it'll give you 4 mono loops instead of 2 stereo loops. So it's a nice choice for folks that have maybe a couple extra mono pedals that they want to control with an existing MIDI device. If you've already got a MIDI controller that you like, or you're using a multi-effects device or something like that that has a good MIDI feature set like the Line 6 Pod series, then the SMARTLoop might be a better choice for you than something more full-featured like the DPC-5. So let's talk about what we've got connected here. We've got the SMARTLoop connected using TRS to mono breakout cables, otherwise known as insert cables, to a Paul C. Timmy, an Electro-Harmonix Pulsar, an old Faro Amplifier's Echo Jr., and a Disaster Area DXI. This is the prototype DXI. It's just come back from evaluation, and we should be offering those pretty soon. So the way it works is you press a button and it turns on an effect. So you can see we've got a blue and a green, and then the blue is the DXI. The green is the Timmy. Well, we've got 2 other pedals, but we've only got 2 buttons. So what do? We press the left foot switch, the LEDs will flash, and now we have a violet LED, obviously the pulsar, and we have the amber LED, or sort of orange LED, which is the Echo Jr. And that's all well and good, but it is kind of cumbersome to switch back and forth. So how will this benefit you? Well, the main use case for this is as a remotely MIDI controlled effects loop switcher. So it's like the effects loop switching in the DPC-5, except it doesn't have all the robust MIDI interface. It doesn't have all the buttons. It doesn't control the looper on your timeline. All it does is switch your pedals in and out. So if we want to control it with something else, we've got a DPC-5 here, and we've got the MIDI out going to the MIDI in on the SMARTLoop, and all we need to do is actually set up the loops we want to be engaged and press and hold the right button, and the SMARTLoop will learn them. So let's go back over to the 1 and 2 mode. So this is our DXI and our Timmy, and you can see I'm in red mode on the DPC-5, so this is going to send MIDI. So we've just turned on the Timmy, the DXI, the Echo, and the Pulsar. So let's show you guys how to program a patch. It's really easy. The LEDs on the SMARTLoop indicate the current status. So you can see we're currently in green-blue mode, sort of the first 2 loops, and then we can slide over to the other mode and see the second two loops. So let's say we want a patch that has the Timmy and the pulsar. So we press and hold this and go over here. So Timmy and pulsar. We've got the sound we want, now we need to save it. So what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold the right button, which puts us into MIDI learn mode, and then we're going to send a MIDI program change message. So we'll just engage red 5, the lights blink, and now when we pull up red 5, we've got our Timmy and our pulsar. It's as easy as that. The SMARTLoop will store 127 MIDI programs, 128 including the bypass setting. It's capable of passing incoming data to its MIDI out, so it acts as a through, so it doesn't have to be the last device in your MIDI chain. It's compact, it only uses about 120 milliamps of current. It'll work okay on one of the low current loops of the Pedal Power Plus. You may have some issues with low line voltage, but we haven't seen anything here in the shop yet. We're going to be unveiling these publicly at Summer NAMM, so if you're going to be attending Summer NAMM, stop by our booth. And we should have more details on our website and our Facebook page in the months to come. So any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section of the video below, or check out our website at disasterareadesigns.com. Thanks very much.